If I was only in this for the money, I'm in the wrong business. Hello, my friends. It is a pleasure to be here with you this evening. The other day I was sitting down and I was looking at my notes about which videos I'd like to make for the channel, and I have this one list in there called God and Money. And I wanted to jump on, and I had kind of put off doing this video for a while because a long time ago I talked about the idea of how spirituality and money don't seem to be mixed very well. But I wanted to come on and really clarify some things, but I was kind of putting it off. And then I got an email. I got an email that accused me of being in it for the money, that accused me of not doing the work because you can't talk to me for a year and I charge a fee for an hour session with me. And it really kind of made me stop and assess myself again, which, I read every message that comes in. There are some I don't respond to just because they don't deserve a response. And there's some like this one that make me say, I want to make sure that other people aren't thinking the way this person was thinking, because this person was thinking not really about me and what I was doing. This person was really thinking about what they wanted me to do and that they wanted to talk to me sooner than a year. And it's not a full year right now. I literally am booking in May right now. Prior to COVID, I was a corporate motivational speaker. I made $10,000 every time I spoke, and I spoke several times a month. I made really good money. I don't make anywhere near that doing what I do now. I don't make anywhere near what I did back then. And when I spoke for an hour and a half, a few times a month. Doing this job that I'm doing now, Monday through Thursday, I do anywhere between 48 to 50 hours of work, just doing private sessions, doing videos, editing videos, doing the channelings for every private session I do. Friday comes, and I actually have a book that I'm writing, so I'm working on that. I am doing live streams every other week. And on top of that, I'm also taking care of my laundry and things of that nature. Saturday comes, and I get to spend a day with my son. Sunday comes, and I've got to start making videos. By the way, on Fridays, I also have to make a video for the Recovering Catholic channel. The amount of money I make now is quite literally a quarter of what I made before. But this message I got today was all about how I'm not really doing spiritual work, and it's how I'm just in it for the money. And I'll be honest with you, it annoyed me. Because if I was just in it for the money, I wouldn't do it. I am in this because I'm speaking my truth. I'm in it because I'm passionate about the work I'm doing. I do 48 to 50 hours in 4 days because I like helping people. I like doing those things. But all told, by the end of the week, I have somewhere between 60 to 80 and sometimes 90 to 100 hours during the week, doing writing and channeling and private sessions and videos and video editing and all this stuff. So I have tons and tons of hours, and I'm making a quarter of the money. This person in her message was very angry because she saw my interview with Alex Ferrari and she wanted to speak to me. And when she followed the link, she couldn't book out until May. But she wanted to talk to me sooner. She felt that she should have the right to talk to me sooner. And she had a past life story connection between the two of us, and I get those every day. And I sometimes get 20 to 30 of them in a day. People saying I walked with him too and all those things. I don't think it matters who anybody was. I think it only matters who you are, myself included. I don't know what reincarnation is. I've met over 30 Mary Magdalens. And so I just don't know whether they're all right or we're all wrong. I just know that the lessons that I've learned when I put them into action work, right? The big thing that I hear in this conversation is this person has a real struggle with spirituality and money. They've decided that money is the root of all evil, even though that's not the quote. The quote is, the love of money is the root of many evils. It's not the root of all evil. And money is not anything that anyone should anyway try to entwine with a conflict of spirituality, because Jeshua's friends were all wealthy. I mean, Lazarus was a property owner and couldn't go on the road with him because he was a big property owner. He had business he was attending to. He could not travel, right? Matthew was a wealthy tax collector. Jeshua was clothed and fed, and he was stayed at nice houses with people who wanted to hear him speak. He was taken care of in a very financially abundant way. He was bought off of the cross by a wealthy man, Joseph of Arimathea. He was laid in a wealthy man's tomb. I'm not in this for the money, because I wouldn't work 80 hours a week for a quarter of what I made before, when I was only working 10 hours a month. Why would I do that? Make 4 times the money, or, in 10 hours, or work 90 hours a week, 80 to 90, anywhere from 60 to 90 hours a week or 100 hours a week for a quarter of the pay. The thing that always bothers me about this conversation is people believing that spiritual people should not be allowed to have a living, should not be allowed to have a roof over their head, should not be allowed to have nice clothes, should not be allowed. If it wasn't for the fact that I do these videos, there wouldn't be a nice camera in front of me. There wouldn't be a nice computer beside me. There wouldn't be things that make this actually physically possible. So it really does annoy me. It really does bother me. And you can probably tell I'm a little annoyed and a little bothered by this. That people are going to come at me after I've done 80 to 90 hours a week since, well, I've been doing that kind of work for a long time, because I put out over a video a day for over 2 years. So people come along and tell me that I'm not worthy of being paid for what I do, or that my time is not valuable enough, or that I should just give up all my time for them. People will constantly contact me and ask me to contact them or call them. I don't want to do a session. I just want you to call me or email me. It's not going to happen, because I don't have time, because I'm working that many hours. And I did a video. Every so often I have to do a video that apologizes for not being able to respond or do those things. There isn't time in the day to suddenly have a whole bunch of new pen pals or a whole bunch of extra conversations. And people who really feel that it's imperative they talk to me, I don't feel that imperative need. I don't believe that there's an imperative need. I believe there's a need for you to be in your present moment. There are no fated or destined missions that we must attend to. It is be loving in the present moment. Come to this moment. It does not matter who you were. It only matters who you are. And when it comes to spirituality and money, spirituality is just a belief construct. I put out good works, and God lovingly gives me reward in that regard. I don't in any way, shape, or form have a Lamborghini sitting in my driveway, or I have one vehicle that I am piecing together parts, and I'm repairing it as it goes. It's a 2011 vehicle, right? I'm not a wealthy man, but I'm not also focused on being a wealthy man. But I'm also not focused on being destitute and impoverished, and deciding that I can't have any money in my life because of spirituality. That's just a non-reality. But to this person who sent me this message was not about money. This was about your impatience. You wanted to talk to me sooner, And then when you realize you had to wait a year, which is one of their big points in your message, saying, I have to wait almost a year to talk to you? How dare you? You should take your time to talk to me because I've had this experience, right? That's about you being impatient and then being mad that you have to pay for something. And so for me, it annoyed me because of the fact that you were literally saying that what I do has no value. And you were also saying to me that I'm not spiritual because of what I do. And to me, everything's about love. Everything's about love. But I have to love myself equally, and I have to love myself enough to be able to pay my rents, pay my mortgages, pay my stuff, right? I have to buy my equipment. I have to be able to do these things. And I'm sorry if this comes across as a really annoyed video, but it really annoyed me. It really annoyed me because I'm working my butt off a lot, and I'm not making nearly the money I have made in the past doing it. I'm going to continue doing it. I'm not going to leave doing it, and I'm not going to actually respond directly to her email because I'm responding with a video. And so that's my answer to the email. And understand, I even have my moments of being annoyed, and this is one of them. This is one of the ones where I got really annoyed, and I feel sorry for this person who has decided that they are more spiritual than anybody else, and that they should have the right to judge people. And to me, that's reaching out in judgment like that. That's your fear. So it doesn't. I can't help you because you're choosing to judge the person who spends all this time every day trying to help people. But you just want to attack that because you don't get it your way. So I apologize to anybody who takes offense at this video. Usually I'm not this annoyed and this straightforward about my own annoyance with things like this. But it's been a long 2 years. And I put a lot of work in, and every week my voice gets raspy by the end of the week because I talk for close to 50 hours every week, straight through. And so I have to spend some days recovering my voice. And the message I got was unloving, uncaring, and very selfish. And I'm sorry that you feel that way. You guys have a great night, and I'm taking the rest of the weekend off. Right now it is Saturday night at 11:15 is when this is being recorded, and I was still working. So you guys have a great day, and I will see you later.